BC, it's Jeff here. Sunday midday, coming to the end of the weekend. Hope all of you guys are having a good one and enjoying yourselves. Today's pretty special. It happens to be my birthday today. I just turned 40 and just got back actually from a little shopping at Montreal in an area that's known as the Plateau. Checked out a brand new record store today. Never been to it. It's been around for a while, although they changed locations, and it's called Old Trente-Trois. It's in French, and this is the bag right here. Very, very cool store. I have to say that it's now my favorite store. I was completely blown away when I walked in there. I could not believe the amount of things that they had. I walked out of there spending a little bit more money than I initially planned on it, but it was well worth it. So I thought today I could do a little bit of follow-up. It's been maybe a week or two since my last video, and I picked up some things, stuff I'm really excited about, stuff that I've been looking for a while, that's been on my want list, and things that I picked up based on, well, I mean, loosely based suggestions, things that certain members have talked about in their videos. Three in particular that I'd like to say hello to and give shout outs to. LJ from LJ's channel, Jimmy James 5187, and Rob from channel Eolabox. I'll get to more specifics when I get to the albums that they kind of inspired me to buy, but I'd like to quickly say hello to them and thank you. So the first thing I'd like to show is an album by Jason Becker. This is a solo record. I believe it's his first one, Perpetual Burn. I really like instrumental albums like this. You know, Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, Yngwie Malmsteen. Just love that kind of classical influenced fused with rock. It's really, really, really good for those of you who are into that type of thing. Next up, I was very happy to find this. This is Smashing Pumpkins. This is a UK single for I Am One. I'm a huge Smashing Pumpkins fan, and I was actually really surprised to find this. It's in great condition. It was only 10 bucks. I know they go for a lot more online, and it's got Boom and Starla as B-sides. Very happy to find that. Next up is I have Rob and LJ to thank for this, because you know, Rob frequently talks about Ultravox, and I believe in one of the last videos that LJ did, he was playing, I think he was playing this one, Rage in Eden. So I was in Cheap Thrills the other day and found two Ultravox albums, and they were in great shape and they weren't expensive, so I decided to get out of my comfort zone and try something new. I really liked what I heard in both of their videos, and Rob, you know, I think this is one of Rob's favorite bands, and he talks quite highly about these guys. So I decided to try it. I haven't listened to them yet. It's been a busy weekend and I still have to clean them, but I'm looking forward to hearing that. The second Ultravox album that I found is called Quartet, and what really surprised me is that it was produced by George Martin. Rob was telling me in one of the messages we've exchanged back and forth that this one is a little bit more from their pop phase, or I guess having George Martin involved in the project. I don't know, I'm new to Ultravox, but it'll be interesting to take his comments and listen to both albums back to back and see if I could really notice some differences. But I actually looked for some Ultravox today at the record store I was at, and they didn't have any. So we'll have to see what else I can come up with. This next one I'm very, very excited about. It's a band called Pentagram. I've been wanting this for a long time, but they were really expensive online and I didn't want to pay the shipping and all that. This was at Cheap Thrills. It was 25 bucks, I believe. It's a double album. It's a really, really nice gatefold. And this is a reissue. It's not an original, but it's a reissue of their stuff from the 70s. And these guys fell on my radar through the documentary Last Days Here, that was a story about the singer's life. It was a really good documentary, really eye-opening, and just the music they were playing in the documentary, I really liked. You know, kind of that Sabbath 70s heavy metal, kind of like a little bit of doom influenced. Very, very, very good. Really, really enjoy spinning that. The next one I have Jimmy James to thank for, because in one of his first videos, or most recent videos, he was showing some Blue Oyster Cult vinyl that he picked up, and I have to say I never owned any of Blue Oyster Cult. Obviously 70s rock compilations with some of their stuff, Don't Fear the Reaper mainly, but it's amazing. I actually spun this yesterday, loved it. I didn't realize, I'm not sure if he mentioned it, but this was actually produced by Martin Birch. Now, Martin Birch is one of my all-time favorite record producers, you know, having worked with Sabbath and you know, Rainbow and a host of other bands. When I turned the record over and saw that he was involved, I had to get this. They had others that I'll probably go back for, but seeing that it was my first Blue Oyster Cult record, I figured I'd start with this one. Love the graphics, I have to say. The graphics are fantastic. And the sound is phenomenal. It's a great copy. So we're going to get into the stuff that I found today. It was a really great day. Like I said, this is the first time that I went to the store, and I think you'll see by my finds how shocked I was that I was able to walk out with this much stuff. First up is a band called Armored Saint. I'm a fan of Armored Saint. I'm probably a big fan of John Bush, the singer. I've always loved his voice, and I loved when he joined Anthrax. I used to have this on cassette when I was a teenager, and it broke. And as far as I know, this was never issued on CD. These go for a lot of money online, and I got it for $7, and it's in near mint condition. The vinyl is literally untouched, and I'm really excited about this. I've wanted this for a very, very long time, and always held out on buying it just because I didn't want to pay the high price of online buying. The second one up is Black Sabbath 7 Star. This is a solo album. Well, it was supposed to be a solo album, and the record company refused at the last minute and insisted that it be released under the moniker Black Sabbath, but just underneath it says featuring Tony Iommi. I have to say this is one of my favorite Black Sabbath albums. The songs are great. I love, you know, Glenn Hughes is singing on here, Eric Singer on drums. This is a stellar album for me, and I used to have this on vinyl, and it was part of the collection that I sold off, so I'm very, very happy to have this back. Next one up was a shock for me. My girlfriend actually found this and came over to me. She was helping me out going through the bins, and we figured we'd double our efforts and not have to spend too much time because we were kind of, you know, we had other things to do today. But she actually found this. This is Wasp EP, Fuck Like a Beast. It's the UK edition, black vinyl, and it was $9.99. I cannot believe this. I've always wanted this, never owned it, and again, never wanted to really buy it online and pay high premium for it. But it's in stellar condition, and it's got 2 tracks. Side A, Animal Fuck Like a Beast, and the B-side, Show No Mercy. So looking forward to cleaning that up and spinning that. Next is Yngwie Malmsteen. Big fan of his. I have some stuff of his on CD. I used to have this on cassette. It also broke, and was just thinking the other day, man, I'd love to find this on vinyl, and luckily they had it. This is my favorite album of his trilogy. My favorite song on here is Queen in Love. I think that's such an amazing song, and it's in near mint condition, flawless, and I'm happy to say that this is a UK press of the album. I should have also mentioned that the Ultravox Quartet is a UK press as well. That kind of surprised me. The last 2 are extremely special to me because I'm a huge fan of this band, and I have all their stuff on CD. And when I had a record collection back in the day, I originally had Canadian editions of their debut album and second album, which are 2 of my favorite rock albums. And I've been keeping my eye out on buying them again on vinyl, but they just haven't really come out in Montreal. Well, I'm happy to say that Wasp, the debut album, I was able to find today on Japanese pressing. This is a mint copy. Looked at all the inserts and the vinyl today, and the vinyl is untouched. It's absolutely gloss, beautiful gloss, black vinyl. I'm a big fan of Japanese presses. I think they sound incredible, and you don't really get a lot of opportunity to find great conditioned Japanese pressings here in Montreal. This store, I found out today in talking to one of the owners, specializes in Japanese pressings. So they had a very, very impressive selection at a great price and in great condition. He certainly knew a lot about Japanese pressings. This is a fantastic album. Can't wait to spin this. Really, really looking forward to that. And the last, but not least, is a Japanese press of Wasp, The Last Command. This is one of my all-time favorite heavy metal albums from the 80s. It's every song on here is killer. Randy Piper on the guitar. It's not the original lineup. Obviously, they changed drummers out with this album. Steve Riley taking over for Richard something. I forget the original drummer's name now. And it's Japanese pressing, so very, very, very happy. I haven't really opened it up yet. There's a bunch of inserts in there and posters that I'm looking forward to opening and getting a look at. I think what I'll do is that in my next video I'll kind of go through these a little bit more once I've cleaned them up and be able to show off the inserts. But to me this is like a grail for me. The last two are like grails for me. So that's it. I did have one thing in the mail that I think I was hoping would have showed up on Friday, but it didn't. So it's probably gonna have to wait till my next video to show that. I'm very, very excited about it. It's always something that I've wanted on vinyl. But that's it. I also just wanted to thank everyone again, the subscriptions. I can't believe I've only really been on since January, a little bit after Christmas, and I'm already up to 53 subscribers. That's just incredible. It's like a little mini milestone for me. Never even thought that I would, that many people would be interested in what I'm doing or like my videos. Another thing that I've really made an effort to do is get more involved in the communication with the other members through watching videos. That's why my videos are probably going to slow down. I'll probably just do one a week or one every 2 weeks until I've amassed some records to show off and things to talk about. I really want to spend a lot of time, getting to know you guys, watching your videos and commenting when I can, offering suggestions. Sometimes, I'll see your video and some of you will talk about certain albums, and I always like to chime in with maybe other releases of that band, or your videos will make me think of other artists that you might not know, and I always kind of get a little excited about sending someone a message and saying, if you don't know these guys, you might want to check them out. And most of the times the responses back is that no, I've never heard of this band, I'm gonna check it out. So that's what I really love about this whole vinyl community thing, is that getting to share that information, that I'll be able to, like the Ultravox and the Blue Oyster Cult came directly from the members and subscribers, and that's what really excites me about this whole sharing of information process, being introduced to new things and hopefully helping someone else be introduced to a band they normally wouldn't have heard of. So that's it for me. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, guys. Thanks for checking in, and hope you enjoy, and we'll talk soon. Goodbye.